Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from outdoor Costa Rica. Guys, today's topic is going to be the one-way relationship. Think about that for a minute. If you like the content, please subscribe. So guys, the one-way relationship, we already know what this is. It's when you are in any relationship with a narcissist. Because you see, the narcissist needs attention, they need your supply, they need your time, they need everything from you because they are a needy creature. What they count on is you being there for them 24/7, all the time, consistently, to listen to their needs, to their wants, to their ideas and everything, or just to be their punching bag. And this goes with any relationship you have with a narcissist. It doesn't really matter. It could be your brother, sister, mom, neighbor, family member, friend, whomever. The list goes on and on. But the point is this: all narcissistic relationships are one way, and they don't benefit you. They benefit the narcissist. So for this video, really pause and think about the words I'm telling you. If you are in a relationship, or in the past maybe you've had some relationships that you felt have been one-sided, that didn't really benefit you. Maybe this person was calling you at all hours of the day or night. Maybe they were asking you for advice, and then when they got the advice, they would just totally discount it like it came from somebody else. Or maybe they always counted on you to be the one person that listened to their issues or their concerns or their thoughts. Or maybe you were the one that consoled them. The whole point is, these kind of relationships are completely fine if they're reciprocal, which means when you have a moment of crisis or you need help, that person is there for you. So really think about it. If you've been in relationships like this in the past and they just don't benefit you, they're one-sided, and you're the one that's always contributing and giving, that's not good. That's not what we want. We want a two-way street. But getting back on track with the narcissist, all relationships are a one-way street. They just benefit the narcissist. Remember, the narcissist has many goals with you in mind if you are in the realm of the narcissist, which means they want to isolate you. They want to have you rely on them for virtually everything. Maybe it's finances, maybe it's social circle, maybe it's wisdom. Forget I said wisdom, that's not true. But the point is, what they want is they want to abuse you, use you, manipulate you. And they want this relationship to be a one-way street. So here's an example. You're with the narcissist. Let's say you're a significant other. You come home from work, and then all of a sudden you have some issues you want to talk about. Hey, work isn't going that well, whatever. Well, most times, what would the narcissist be doing? Bear in mind, you didn't know they were a narcissist back then. But what would they be doing? That's right. They'd be on their cell phone doing one of these moves like this, like, just wait a minute. Just wait. They would be completely on the phone with another source of supply right in front of your face, but at the time, you didn't realize that they were on the phone with another source of supply. What you did know is you needed some comfort. You needed someone to talk to and to explain to what's going on. You wanted to be heard. Did the narcissist ever really listen to you? No, they didn't, because they didn't care, because it didn't benefit them. You see, remember, the narcissist needs to be the center of attention. They need to be the one that gets to be heard. They don't want to listen to you. They don't care about your dreams, your aspirations, your goals, anything that doesn't benefit them. That's exactly the definition of a one-way relationship. A relationship that begins and ends with one person, who is the narcissist. So for many of you watching this video, and again, thank you very much for being here, you probably gave to a fault, most likely your whole life, up until and including this exact moment. And for that, I applaud you. I think that's great. But there does come a moment in time when you get the education and you become aware and awakened about narcissism, that you can't be doing that. You have to now put your energy in yourself, because you come first, second, and third. You are the priority. You've given to a fault virtually your whole life in probably most, if not all, of your relationships. Watch this one. Here's a classic one. A memory from college for me personally. I was living in an apartment on the 4th floor, and a neighbor moved right across the hallway from me, and they were moving their stuff into their apartment during the semester. It was beginning of the fall semester, and I didn't even know this person. And they're like, "Hey, would you mind helping me out? Help me move some of these boxes and stuff." And my roommate at the time and I actually did it. We spent seriously probably about 4 hours moving this guy's gear into his apartment. No problem. We never, like I said, we just met him. And he said, "Hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take you guys out to lunch to pay you back for this." And we're like, "Hey, that's cool. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it." The whole semester went by. Do you think we ever got the lunch? Absolutely not. And you know why it's funny right now? It's funny right now because I can look back on that and say to myself, my goodness, there's a good chance that was a narcissist. Because a healthy healthier individual or an empath would have said, hey, I didn't get you to take that lunch, but, let's do it right now. They would have made it a point to pay back that person, if you understand. So these are examples. Now, again, let's say today, if I moved somewhere else, and let's say I could help in a different apartment or something. Let's say I moved there, and someone else wanted me to help them move. Not going to happen. Sorry, just not going to happen. Why? Because I've built my boundaries. I've understood. I've come through the fire. I understand exactly what narcissism is. I'm not saying that if I moved to a new apartment that the person's asking me to move it to help them move is a narcissist. I'm just saying that my time is more valuable, and that person can figure out how to get their gear into their apartment. Problem solved right there. You see, I removed myself from the situation and I became the priority because I come first, second, and third. Please play that example again because it's a real life example. And once I do move, I fully expect to move my stuff on my own. It's kind of funny to me because all these examples are now coming to light post-narcissistic abuse. But getting back on track, the narcissistic relationship, it does benefit one person, and it's the narcissist. And it doesn't matter where they are, what the relationship is, but it will always benefit them. Here's another one. So you loan your neighbor the lawnmower. Let's say, and they're like, hey, can I borrow the lawnmower? My lawnmower broke, or I don't have gas or electric, whatever it is. Sure, no problem. You loan it, and then a week goes by. Well, you need to cut your grass now, right? Where's the lawnmower? It's in the neighbor's house. Well, why don't they return it? They don't return it because simply either A, they forgot, which is common, I get that, but B, if they are a narcissist, there's no reason to return it because remember, they're in control. They now have your tool, which is the lawnmower. You need it, you need to go to them, and they're gonna make it difficult for you to get it back. Understand now? You see, it's a one-way relationship. It's not gonna be reciprocal. It's gonna benefit one person, which is not you. Now, I'm not trying to trigger people or upset them. I'm just letting you know that when you build, maintain, grow, and adhere your boundaries in any relationship, it will, because it has no other choice, to be a two-way relationship, which benefits you and the other person. That's how it should be. That's how it needs to be. Because most of our lives, like I mentioned previously, we've been giving to a fault, and maybe we were in many one-way relationships. We can't do that any longer. We need to get out and understand that if the people we meet or the people we're working with, whoever these people are, if they're not benefiting us, they're out. Why spend time with somebody who's not going to benefit you, who's not going to help you, who doesn't see that relationships need to be reciprocal? I could give you some more examples. In other examples would be simply this. You have that person who texts you or gives you phone calls or Zoom these days, whatever, and they want to get your opinion on things. They want to hear what your perspective is because you have knowledge on the subject, let's put it that way, whatever it is. And you continue to give them your insight, your wisdom, and what your experience is, and that's great. But then the one time that you need them, and you say, hey, I'm gonna meet you Friday at 5 o'clock on Zoom, we're gonna talk, and I need your perspective on this because it's a big decision for me, and I need some counsel, I need a mentor, I need someone to help me out here. And you line it up, and they're like, no problem, Friday at 5 o'clock, Andrew, I'll be there. It's Friday at 5 o'clock, what happens? Nowhere to be found. Why? Because they don't need to put you as a priority because they already got everything out of you that they wanted, and your issues or your concerns or your questions they're not important to them. Really understand this. And people, remember, actions speak louder than words, and it's so evident because we can talk and make all the promises like politicians do. Yes, we're going to do X, Y, and Z, and it's going to be the best four-year term of all time, or whatever these people say. But at the end of the day, do they really do it? No, they don't. They don't. And they may say they do and make tiny little changes here and there. That's for a whole different video. What I'm saying is actions speak louder than words. So let's flip the script for a minute. A healthy two-way relationship that benefits both parties, this is the kind of person that would reach out to you and ask you, hey, how you doing today? How are you? Everything going great? Yeah, I mean, anything I could do for you, or do you want to grab a cup of coffee? This is the kind of person that makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside. And yes, I'm serious. It makes you feel appreciated and welcomed, and you're humbled and honored to be in their presence because you know that they're coming from a place of warmth and love and admiration and mutual respect. How about that? You have any respect with the narcissist? Absolutely not. They did not respect you. They don't respect anybody, but you had to respect them. That's just the way the regime or the relationship was built. That's how it was until you understood. But a healthy two-way relationship, it's built on trust and honor and admiration and growth. How cool is it to say, watch this one, how cool or beautiful is it to have a friend of 10, 20, 30, 40 years Maybe you grew up with them. Maybe you went to high school with them or whatever, or maybe you met them somewhere, and you maintain contact, and you still stay with them through thick and thin. Maybe you live halfway around the world, but you still found ways to write letters in the old days, and now to do Zoom calls or video calls, whatever you do. Or maybe you visited each other throughout the years. That's beautiful. See, that is a natural relationship that just two people met, they clicked, they hit it off, and they kept in touch. Why? Because they understand that each other are valuable, and they're good people. They're beautiful people. That is a healthy two-way relationship. And by the way, I'm going to drop a comment for you right here. For those of you that have those kind of relationships, for a long period of time, 10, 20, 30 years, and maybe you haven't reached out to that person in a while, do it. If not now, when? Just do it. Don't wait for them. Many times people, and I'm just letting you know my feelings here, but many times people wait for the other person to reach out. There's no reason to do that. If that person crossed your mind for whatever reason, that's a sign. It's a intention in your brain saying, yeah, you're thinking about them for some reason, so just reach out and say, hey, how are you? You don't have to be on the phone for 5 hours. You don't have to talk about everything, but a quick hello, how you doing? That would be great. Or maybe you can text just, hey, thinking about you, how are you? Something like that. Nothing brightens your day more than when you get a text, or let's just use a text for this example. You get a text from somebody that you haven't heard from in a while, and it's not a narcissist, and it's not a Hoover, it's none of that. I'm talking two-way, healthy relationship. And that person's just reaching out to say, hey, how are you? And there's no agenda. They're not trying to pry or get information on you. They're just a healthy person. They just are checking up on you and seeing how you are. That's beautiful. That's reciprocal. That's called love. That is the antithesis of a narcissistic relationship. So before I close the video, because it's getting long and I'm super excited to be outdoors, I hope you guys are liking the background and the birds and everything here. But the one-way relationship, it is a narcissistic relationship. So really pay attention and tune in. If you're in a narcissistic relationship, you know what I'm talking about. If you've had one in the past, you certainly know what I'm talking about. If you just started getting out and you're dating people, or you started a new job or moved locations, and you realize, wow, this isn't really what I thought it was, and it's a one-way relationship, I would strongly suggest you back off. Find a new person you can connect with and build a lasting relationship. There's no reason to be frozen in a one-way relationship. We already did that. We're not doing it anymore. We're moving forward, continuing to grow, become educated, aware, awakened, resilient, and committed. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from beautiful Costa Rica. This is Andrew. Namaste. I am so excited and happy to be outside at my pool, if you know what I'm talking about. I love you guys. Stay blessed. Stay on the path. Continue to be strong. I love you. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. So have a great day, and I love you guys. Namaste.